talking a little bit about learning, using social media for learning, using it for networking, using it for sharing information and communicating internally and externally in an organization. Some of what we'll be talking about today. You know, I ran across some statistics recently as I was putting together this presentation, and these are from January 13 from TT News magazine. And I know you can't see that terribly small eye chart, so I'll tell you what kinds of things are there. Basically, it reveals how much time people are spending on social media. And it's an average of 3.2 hours every single day. So you log on to Facebook, you check what your friends have posted, you go over to Twitter, and because you got the email that said somebody tweeted you, and so then you go there, and you might check LinkedIn and see what new posts are there in the groups that you're a part of, and before you know it, 3.2 hours have passed in your life. So that's how much time people are spending. So that just goes to reinforce the point that we can meet them where they are. Social media is where they are. So we should embrace that. We have an opportunity to embrace that. A few more statistics. There are currently 465 million Twitter accounts. 101 of those are in the U.S. 845 million Facebook users, over 1 billion posts every day. I had someone tell me recently that it doesn't matter if she ever puts anything inappropriate or regretful out on Facebook because she can always delete it. And I brought to her attention that you can't. It slips right out of your fingers and sticks around forever. Because that thing which you think you can delete, someone else has already reposted it and retweeted it and saved it on their phone, and they're sharing it outside of your circle without your permission. So you can't get rid of that stamp once it's put out there. So that those statistics come from an online magazine called The Social Skinny. That's all about social media usage. Also from The Social Skinny, a few more stats that I found interesting. 36% of social media users, so 36% of these billions of people are using social media to follow a particular brand. So a company, a person who they consider to be a brand, like LeBron James, Kim Kardashian, those are brands, right? So people are following brands, companies, individuals. 38% of CEOs, where it says CEO priority here, 38% of CEOs are putting more social media budget in their, as the line item budget for the new year. And that's growing and growing. It's projected to be 57% by next year. Yet, 40% of companies admit that they have no training and no governance internally when it comes to social media. So we'll talk about how we can use social media for training, and some of the things we need to do to privatize it and make sure that we are still maintaining our information in a credible, compliant, confidential way as well. So how can we start tapping into these resources? So here's a question I have for you. What are you using social media for today in a business context? Anything? Tell me what you're using it for. Yes?
I have a Facebook page for my college program.
Yeah.
But no one ever looks at it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about that a little.
Our company marketing department uses Facebook, and I've also seen that everybody in my company is on LinkedIn. So I got to be careful what I put on there.
Yes. And I work with
including the
companies.
president.
Absolutely. explaining to Jimmy that, a lot of times companies have downsized their human resources department, so they bring me in just when they need me to kind of fill that gap with employee relations, development, training, whatever it is they might need. And what I'm finding is, as a part of the hiring and even succession planning process, some companies have built into their talent management system links to Facebook and LinkedIn. So before they hire, before they make a job offer, before they make a promotion offer, they're checking those pages. So every single candidate or employee has those little links by their name and on their profile, so they can be watched. Someone's always watching, and they're making sure that what you say you're about kind of lines up with what you're out there doing in the world of social media, and it's not always. So we have to be careful about that. And she mentioned that nobody ever goes to that page. Sometimes we have a page, and I've struggled with that myself. You create a fan page or something like that, and nobody's going to it. One of the things we have to do is continue to go to the pages where the people are, and then put information out there that's interesting enough to drive them back to the page you want them to go. So go and meet them where they are, wherever that might be, and put links that can drive them back. And it is a process. It's not something you can do one time and be done with it. Most people post every day. You post for business. Most people blog at least once a week. People blog every day for business purposes. That imprint has to be often, and it has to be memorable and meaningful for it to stick around. So this is something that, as we've seen over the years, will continue to grow as social media has. So a couple of you are using social media already for business, so we'll continue to talk about how you can tap into that resource. Let's start, we'll start with the least exciting, we'll call them, of things, like forums and blogs and things of that nature, and then we'll move on to the stuff that people really like to talk about, like Twitter and Facebook and all those kinds of things. The kinds of things you can share in a forum. You can share certainly much more than these things, but you can share best practices in a forum. A forum is a great place to get answers to questions and to offer solutions to those questions that are asked. The one downside for them is most of them are not private. So you ask a question, and anybody in your organization or outside of your organization can answer that question for you. And you can answer other people's questions as well. I'll show you what that looks like. And this is the Yahoo forum. It's just one of many.
So how do you find the forum?
Well, if you wanted to have people ask questions, you could create your own on something like this on Yahoo Answer. If you were, rather than looking for a forum, the most effective way, if you're trying to get answers or solutions to things, is to just start with a question and Google that question. And forums will just pop up everywhere where people are answering that question. Now, again, the con is it's public, and there's no way to really validate or give credit to the validity of some of those responses and answers you might get. But sometimes you want that. If you're just trying to generate a buzz about something and get people talking about something, even if they don't all agree and they're not all coming from the same school of thought with it, sometimes that's what you want to do. So I could ask a question like, what's the best safety training? And then I just click continue. Maybe I'll be able to log in, maybe I won't. Let's see. Okay. Easiest thing to probably do is log on to Facebook. Sure. tell you that in most social media, get that right, you can log on to it from using your Facebook account. So once you're logged in, you are logged in.
And also, if you just type in health and safety forum,
Yes.
it'll bring up probably about 10 to
Absolutely.
15 different
Absolutely.
forums.
So if you were, again, if you were
They even
looking
got one on
for,
construction.
you had questions that you wanted to
I wouldn't.
answer for other people, or answers you want to give, and like you said, you don't know where that information is coming from and what you're going to get, but it could spark some different ideas. I know of a variety of hospital systems that are using forums to find new ways of treating ailments. So if someone comes in and they're complaining of, let's just say, chest pain. There was a point in time when the answer was, we're going to open you up and we're going to, do surgery. That was the answer. So now they're looking for alternative answers. Now, of course, once they find a number of alternatives, then they have to go through the due diligence of verifying that that data is valid and appropriate for that situation. But right there in front of a patient, the doctor's got a tablet, and the patient gives his or her symptoms, and they type that into a forum and ask that question. And doctors, and maybe some who aren't doctors, from all over are going to start and try stents instead of surgery, try this new medication instead of that. And then, of course, they then have to validate and verify that that's valid. But they're able to get those real-time responses while the patient is sitting on the edge of the table, swinging their feet, waiting. So that's what you can get from forums. So they would do just what I've done. They ask the question, they click continue, and then that's it. People will start answering. And so if I feel like this, email me whenever there's a new answer, then every time someone answers my question, I'll get an answer. And it's just that simple. I'm done. The question is now live out there for anybody who goes to Yahoo Answers to respond to it.
So you go back to Facebook and report Middle Tennessee ASSE site.
Okay. Give me a second till I get to the Facebook portion. Okay. So that's a little bit about forums and how you can use that. Share information. Again, you want to go through those extra steps of validating that information and verifying that information to make sure that it's truly credible. Then there are blogs. I chose that crazy picture because that's one of the pictures that I used on my own blog several posts ago. One of the things that can attract attention to your blog, your forum, your Facebook page, Twitter posts, whatever you have going, is interesting graphics. Something that would make a person say, why would I want to go? Why would I want to take the time out from whatever I'm doing to visit that blog, to contribute to that forum, to see what she just posted on Facebook? So there needs to be something there that would attract that attention, that would grab you. So you can use blogs for information dissemination, sharing information. If I had a new process or procedure, I could type up a 500-word blog about that and post it. And now people, regardless of what city, country, state, wherever they might be, they can all at the same time get that information and access it from anywhere that they might have internet access, Wi-Fi, or what have you. I could also use an instructional video, and I'll show you an example of a video that I created on YouTube here shortly. But you can also use a blog to share instructional videos, whether it is new safety manager training. Again, a process and procedure where maybe there are some screenshots or actual graphic images that people need to be able to see to reinforce that learning. Something besides just what I call a wall of words. Sometimes click and where to go and what it'll look like when they get there and those kinds of things. So sometimes a video will work better. And I would bet that you already have on your laptop or desktop all the technology you need to do that. You probably already have it.
All right, I got now. How do you find a blog?
I'll show you.
Okay.
Well, what kind of blog might you want to find?
I have no idea.
Okay.
How about the Tennessee Safety Conference?
Oh, okay. Yeah, see if there's one for the
two.
see if there's one for the Tennessee Safety and Health Conference.
Okay, so there's one thing I'll say about that is sometimes you'll want a font to find the blog. Sometimes you'll want to create one. Like for these purposes, you could be creating a blog to share information with others. And there are several really popular blog sites. Blogger, which is owned by Google, like most of the internet world. Google owns